We'll look at these 5 practice problems, starting with the cosine of the arctangent. How many got an answer for this one? Okay. Did you make a triangle? Because of this here, make a triangle. And this will be a theta. And then the tangent is going to be opposite over adjacent. So 4 over 5, making this one an annoying, it's not a nice number. Was it square root of 41? Does that sound right? So then we just look at the cosine of that. Adjacent over hypotenuse, square root of 41. How many got 5 over square root of 41? Now we're clicking. Now we're getting there. Sine of A plus B. So what's going to happen there is we're going to have 2 triangles. We're going to have one triangle here. We'll call it the A triangle. And one triangle we'll call the B triangle. The A triangle has 2/3 adjacent over hypotenuse, which would be 9 minus 4 is the square root of 5. This one, the tangent, is 4 over 3, and that'll make the square root of 25, which we know is 5. That's the one we're familiar with. So this one is going to be the sine of A times the cosine of B plus cosine of A times the sine of B. So the sine of A is the, I'm going to use green here, square root of 5 over 3. The cosine of B is 3/5. The cosine of A is 2/3. And the sine of B is 4/5. So simplifying this somewhat, it's 3 square root of 5 plus 8 all over 15. How many had something like that? Any questions on what I did with that? Yeah, question? Oh, looking good? Masha, good? All right. So then we get to this one. Cosine of 2 times the arcsine of 1/3. So cosine of 2, this is the same as a cosine of 2a. And that is cosine squared A minus sine squared A. How many triangles am I going to have for this one? One angle, one triangle. So let's make that. I'll make that little triangle right here. This is my A triangle. This says the cosine is 1/3. So 9 minus 1 is the square root of 8. So we're going to take the cosine of this. 1/3 squared minus the sine of this is square root of 8/3 squared. And I think that's just going to be 1/9 minus 8/9. Did you get negative 7/9 for this one? Anybody second that? Okay, you're probably fewer got this far, but does that make sense? And then pretty amazing math you're doing. Now this one, number 4, is just a unit circle question. When is the cosine equal to 1/2? Now this is what we're getting into next, is when is the ratio, what angle am I going to have where the ratio is cosine equal to 1/2? Well, this is the point. 1/2 square root of 3 over 2. This is 1/2 negative square root of 3 over 2. So the arc length for this one is going to be pi over 3. Arc length for this one from 0 to 2 pi is going to be 5 pi over 3. So what we would say for the answer here is theta equal to pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3. Those are the answers between 0 and 2 pi. Now the reason we find between 0 and 2 pi is because I'm going to have Garrett tell me all the answers that exist in the whole universe. All he would have to do is add 2 pi, because that'll go around the circle. Take your finger, go to pi over 3. Go around the circle 2 pi. Where are you going to end up? Same one. Go around again. Where are you going to end up? Same one. Go around again. Same one. So if I add 2 pi k to each of these, where k is an element of integers, I'm going to write integers. Do you like writing out the word integers? Wouldn't it be great if there was a shortcut? Yeah, there is. It's z. Those are all the answers that Garrett would have to find in the whole universe that would make this true. So if I said, let's see, pi over 3, and let's see, if I added 61 pi over 3, if I took the cosine of 61 pi over 3, what do you think I'm going to get? Let's try it. Put it in your calculator. Cosine of 61 pi over 3. You are in radians, right? Because this is a radian number we're putting in. What is it? 1/2, 0.5. That's what I wanted. So what I'm saying here is if you took 2 pi times 30, you'd get 60 pi over 3, and you added pi over 3. This is just going to be the same. So this is one of an infinite number. Did anybody get to number 5? Can anybody just look at that and tell me what that answer is? No answer. Why is that? Yeah, this can't be bigger than 1, so this is no answer. The best answer of them all.